face Glock heavy. See the safe talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see that hate, all that shit do not help me. I'm just trying to plead my case to the most high. Pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just got the house instead. Covered all of their payment and now she got the bobblehead. Looking at me like dinner, she said she about to gobble lead. Point the beam like a pencil and then you gotta swallow lead. Point the beam like a pencil and then you gotta swallow it. Pack my bag with essentials, I can't forget the hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they menstrual and get the whining like a bitch. Just like iron, they rust. Niggas trying, they luck. Keep it real, everybody out here lying. Save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying and dust. Niggas on my head, so the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be riding with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they slime with their fingers on the clutch. Money piling like I'm trying to make it stack in the rush. One west to the death, and that ain't even enough, cause I'm coming back. I ain't never done with that. Gonna hit and spread your lies. I'ma let you run with that. Wanting me to spread the thighs. I ain't having fun with that, nigga. Hell no. Now she wanna chop it up like a lumberjack. Got some exes popping up, trying to run it back. Want me come and hit the hole like a running back. If the Lord take a soul, ain't no coming back. On my soul couldn't fold like 100 racks. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga. The full Nicky on my waistline like a big nigga. No limit, I'm a tank, close game, hit different. Refocus on who around, not concerned with who's missing. My boots digging, never been a house shoe. She don't like it, but she love me. I can tell when she want me. Tell, then I sit the body bag like a onesie. I'm dropping every day, let my feel clumsy. Through the pain, but we don't find shit funny. I know enough that I don't know shit. It's one thing I know this. Never bite the hand that feeds you, never lend a whole shit. We don't want half of the world, man, we coming for this whole but shit. In the world, I was known to pack a bag like a road I'm trip. In the den with the lions, I be living this in real life. Ain't everything, but you gon' lose your soul, that's a real price. Led by a coward, I don't know what that feel like. Black on black, toes to my head, I can't kill Christ. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He means like, who is this nigga? Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath Alham Mawa'idya Yahaw. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so Al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hoe.
But she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what we need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
Alright, shalom Israel, shalom, Yahweh Bashmi al Shah Barakatam to all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatam Bashmi al Shah to the sisters. Alright, this is the ISUPK, start out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been bringing back the true identity of the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Those people that lost their identity through slavery and through the oppression of the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? The nation of Esau in the Bible. All right, those people that don't know their original identity, don't know their original culture. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK since 1969 has been bringing you back to your true heritage, your true history, your true culture, and your true language. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lashawan Qadash class where I teach you how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew. We go through things like today's class. I'm going to tell you about the feast day we have coming up. All right, so we just got done celebrating, you know what I'm saying, the memorial of blowing of trumpets, which we had an amazing time, you know what I'm saying, at the school. We all gathered together as is commanded by the Most High and had a holy convocation. We have an upcoming holy convocation this coming Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown will be the Day of Atonement. All right, the Day of Atonement, where you afflict your soul. And what it means to afflict your soul means you don't have any food, you don't have any water from sundown to sundown. So for a full 20 it's Salakia. Hold on, y'all. Am I back? Y'all put a 1 or a con in the chat if you can hear me. I put 1. Let me see. My connection is deciding to be up today. What are we looking like? It's like 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. I'll turn this off here. It's Tawab. All right, most sign correct. The water. Okay, Salakia. So, as I was saying, we have a feast day coming up this Tuesday. All right, so from Tuesday sundown towards Zolan Hall. All right, towards let me see. Yeah, a young man from Maryland. All right, from Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, we have the Day of Atonement, which means you don't eat any food or any drinks from sundown to sundown. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you know this is not just to torture people. Like, for example, there are people that will be exempt from the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement is to afflict your soul, is to practice and exercise that muscle of discipline, the muscle of denying your body something. you know what I'm saying, the muscle that tells your body that although you want this, you go without. So anytime you look at weed or some drug and your body says it wants this, you know that you can deny it because you denied food and water, things that are essential to life. You know what I'm saying? What you cannot live without water. You can live without, you know what I'm saying, whatever your vice is or whatever your temptation is. You can live without that drug. You can live without that whore. You can live without eating that pork. You know what I'm saying? You can live without all these things that are against the Most High. This high holiday is to strengthen that muscle. Now, of course, if, you know, for example, you might be on medication where you need to eat, or you might be a child, you know what I'm saying, a baby. A baby can't, you know what I'm saying, hold the Day of Atonement. A baby just knows it needs milk to survive. You can't starve a newborn baby or a young child that doesn't know why the hell it can't eat or drink. You feel what I'm saying? Or perhaps if you're pregnant or you're taking medication or, you know, these various things. You want to contact your camp leader and he will let you know if you are exempt or not from the Day of Atonement. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you do that. If you have any, you know, any questions or concerns about the Day of Atonement and about your ability to keep it, contact your camp leader. All right. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and start the station alarm to everybody that's in the class. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. We got Kayla in the building and on the stream. Yahweh Shemar Lathabashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Shemar Lathabashim Yahushai.
Most High in Christ. We got Barakia Allah in the building. Yahweh Shemar Yahushai Barakatah. We got a young man. Yahweh Shemar Yahushai Barakatah. We got the sister. Bada bing, bada boom. Olivia Arnold. Most High in Christ. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Lathabashim Yahushai. All right. So we'll get into tonight's class. All right. Also, we got the sister Marisa. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right. So let's get into tonight's class. Now, tonight's class, I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different format than we did the other day with the Day of Atonement, right? I'm going to do it in a different format. I'm going to show you as we go on. Before we get right into the, you know, the meat of the class, I'm going to go through the Hebrew alphabet. And then matter of fact, before we do that, could I get everybody to state their registry? So, Kayla, could you state your registry for me?
Khan, sir. Kayla, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yasharala.
Most High in Christ. So, Kayla, Bath Yahawada, Bath Yasharala. Okay, let me put this up on the screen. If there's anybody who is unsure of how you'd state your registry, all right, let me do this right here. If anybody that's unsure of how they'd state their registry, you'd say your name, then you'd say Ban or Bath, Ban meaning son, Bath meaning daughter. Then you'd say your tribe in Hebrew. All right, so whether it be Judah, which is Yahawada, or it be Benjamin, which is Banyamin, whether it be Levi, which is Loya, Simeon, Shemai one, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your tribe is in the Hebrew, you want to make sure you know that. If you're not sure what your tribe is in the Hebrew, type what your tribe is in the English. If you're not sure what your tribe is, full stop. You know what I'm saying? And you're new to the ISUPK, let me know, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about your background, where you're from, and I can let you know what tribe it is you're likely from. Okay? So you'd say Ban or Bath, your tribe, and then Ban or Bath, Yasha'Allah, which means Israel. All right? Yasha'Allah is Israel. Okay? All right. So, Kayla, could I get you to go through the Hebrew alphabet, Baba Kushar?
Khan, sir. Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zaka, Taya, Kala, Mana, Sa'ai, Pa, Tazakwa, Rasha, and Tha.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Excellent. So, Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zaka, Taya, Kala, Mana, Sa'ai, Pa, Tazakwa, Rasha, and Tha. All right. That's perfect. Hold on 1 second. Something. Okay, Salaki. Okay. I think I've seen someone join the Most High in Christ. We've got a young man in the building as well. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah.
Most High in Christ. How you doing, man? What?
Salaki, what'd you say, sir?
I say, how you doing? You to what?
Tuab, sir. All Tuab.
All Hi, most fine. As we doing the introductions, could I get you to state your registry, Baba Kushar?
Khan Adawan. Yalad Fred Ban Gad Yashala.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. So Yalad Freddy, which means young man, Ban Gad, Ban Yasha'ala. Okay, so son of God, son of Israel. All right, Most High in Christ. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to hit this link right here so I can join on my phone and see y'all in the comments. All right, here we go. Okay, boom. So let's go on to the class, right? So the way I'm going to do this class, which is slightly different from last week, is instead of just kind of having it all written down, we're going to go through it part by part. So we're going to go similar to like when we go through the vocabulary. We're going to have the root words and their meanings and translations, and then we're going to put the phrases together and identify what that phrase would mean. Okay, so I'm gonna show. I'm gonna start off. Hold on. Let me just do this real quick. It's gonna enter me in the studio. All right. Okay. Now can I see this right here? Okay. All right. Most High in Christ. So let's go through it. All right. So also anybody who's watching online, you can state your registry. You know what I'm saying? State your registry in your comments. All right. Make sure you do so. Matter of fact, also I need to log in here. So like, yeah, I usually use a different phone, which already has this ready. I'm just trying to make sure I'm up on the comments and everything. All right, so Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 26. Okay, so we have the first phrase. You'll all be very familiar with this this verse or this phrase. Is throughout the Bible. So what I would like to do, what I'm going to do with most of the verses is I'm going to read through it just because I know we don't have the connectors, right? But for this verse, does anyone want to have a go at reading what this verse and what it says? You can just read the full verse if you feel too wild to do it.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, if you're able to, if you want to.
Khan, sir. Yawadabar, Yahweh.
That first one is close, but the first letter is Wa. So instead of being Yawadabar, it's going to be Wa Yadabar.
Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha,
La'amar. Perfect, right? And what does that sentence mean? Right, so we got Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al-Mashah, La'amar.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And he said unto Moses, and he spake, and the Lord said unto Moses. What was the last part? I'm sorry.
La'amar.
To say?
To say, right? Or saying. Okay, so Wayadabar would be like, and he spake. But then it tells you who is speaking. So you can just put that together as and Yahweh spake, right? As you did, or and the Lord spake. Okay, then you have Al Mashah La'amar, right? So Al Mashah, this Al when it's joined with something means unto, right? So unto, we all know Mashah means Moses, and then La'amar means to say or saying, right? Why does it keep doing that? Hold on. Cool. So let me put down these root words here, right? So we got these the right size. I might need to resize these jobs. I'm gonna do 50 or 40. Yeah, this will work. Okay. To 40. So the first root word we have here, right? So I'm not going to do like the preposition or anything like that, just the root words. The first root word we have is dabar. Caps it. Dabar. God damn. There you go. Which means to speak, right? Or I can just put speak. I'm going to put, yeah, speak, right? Then you have Yahweh, right? Which is the Lord. Okay. Then you have Al, which means, so I'm going to put when joined, it means unto. You have Mashah, Moses. So it's kind of very similar to how I could do the vocabulary, right? And the last root word we have is Amar, which means say, right? Or to say. So if we were to put this together in phrases, we have Wayadabar, so Wayadabar, Yahweh. Okay? This means, and Yahweh, or and the Lord, as Kailah said, spake. Okay? Then the next phrase we have is Al Mashah, right? And these are joined together. So Al Mashah means unto Moses. Okay? And then we have La Amar, which means, or is this means it would mean to say or saying. So I'm gonna put saying. Okay, right? So Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar. So that's kind of the way I'm gonna do it, right? So let's get on to the next verse. So that's verse 26. All right, then let's go on to verse 27. Right here. Okay. Why is this not connecting to my good night? So like here, technical difficulties. All right, never mind. Okay, so now we have this next verse, right? So the first word we have is ak. All right, so a and a ka joined together. Okay, so let's go through it. So ak, let's get the meaning, right? Comes from akin to akan. Okay, let me make this, hold on, let me do this. Right, so it'd be also, yet, or indeed, right? So you're emphasizing something, okay? So you're like saying indeed, right? Surely, okay? Similar to the word kan, right? Which means like rightly, sure. You know what I'm saying? Correct, right? Like he says over here, ak, shortened from akan, from the root kawan, which I think this is just the word kan, right? Kindred or kaya or kan or akan. All right, so this pretty much means the same thing, or is a shortened version, or a kind of a different version of the word kan, right? So let's get it. So ak, let's see how it's translated as. It's like also, indeed. All right. So it's like surely, right? Surely. I'm gonna put indeed also, right? Then we have, okay, ba Aishawar, right? Ba Aishawar, okay? So the root we have here is Aishawar, okay? So let's go into it, all right? Aishawar, it says from Aishara, right? Now Aishara means 10, right? We go into it, we know Aishara means 10, right? Then we have Aishawar, which means the same thing. It's like a different way of saying 10, right? You can see like 10th or 10 after, 10th day, so on and so forth, right? So Aishawar is 10, right? The same thing. It can be 10 or a decade or 10th, okay? I'll put 10 or decade. Yeah, 10, 10th or decade. Okay, so Aishawar. Okay, then we have Lakadash. So Ba, Aishawar, Lakadash. The root we have here, it's like it is Kadash. You can tell me what Kadash means.
Month.
Month, right? Month. Kadash means month or new moon, right? Which signifies, a new moon signifies a new month, right? Like right now we are in the 7th month according to the Bible, right? The 7th new moon, okay? Which started on the 21st of September, right? So from the 21st of September at evening, which was the first day of the month, which if you read about again, as we read on the memorial of blowing of trumpets, the first day of the 7th month is a memorial of blowing of trumpets, right? Then on the 10th day, so you count 10 days or 9 more days from last Sunday sundown, right? The 21st of September sundown. You get to where? Tuesday sundown. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, which is going to be the Feast of Dedication. Not dedication, it's like, yeah, the Day of Atonement, right? All right, so Kadash is new moon or month. All right, let's just do it by here. So we have, Ak is not really in a phrase, it's just kind of by itself. Then we have Ba'ai Shawar. So yeah, let me leave that. So Ba'ai Shawar. Okay, hold on. Ba'ai Shawar, which is in the 10th. Okay. Then you have La Qadash. La Qadash. So in the 10th, really I can put this together, right? La Qadash is in the 10th of the month, or in the 10th day of the month, right? By implication, okay? Let's carry on, right? And then we have, oh, hold on. La Qadash is connected to something else. So let me just do Ba'ai Shawar in the 10th, or on the 10th, which could be the same thing. So ba is a preposition we know can mean on or in, right? Then you have Kadash. Let me get the next word, right? The next root word is Shaba Yaya, right? Shaba Yaya. You can tell me what that means. Anybody?
7th.
7th, right? Shaba Yaya is 7th. Okay. Most High in Christ. So we got La Qadash, Ha Shaba Yaya. Okay. La Qadash Haba it's like, yeah. La Qadash Shaba Yaya is like of, or like in the 10th day. The La would mean 2 or 4. It's basically saying the 10th day to the 7th month, right? So the 7th day of this, 10th day of the 7th month is how we would say it, right? So I could put either 2 or 4. I mean, I'll just put to the 7th month, right? So in the 10th day to the 7th month. Is this text large enough for everyone to see, or do I need to make it a little bit bigger?
It's calm, sir. If you can make it a bit bigger, it'll be Tawab.
Calm.
Tawab.
No sweat. Let me just adjust it a little bit on the side. That way, to free up more space. Okay. So like this. Let's move it closer. Okay. Should be able to make that a little bit bigger. Okay, and then there you go. Okay, is that better? Oh, so damn, it's like here. All right, so the 10th day of the 7th month. Is that so wild? Or do I need to make it a little bit bigger?
Salaki, sir, I'll just deal with it. Still up.
Okay, no sweat. I can just zoom in more. I'll try and zoom in more. All right, let's do it that way. All right, let's move this over to the left. My OCD kicking in. Let's put that right in the center. All right, cool. So, Lashawan Qadash Hashabayaya. Okay, then you have Hazah, right? Hazah. The root word here is just Zah. Okay, so Zah, which means basically this or that. If I go into it, this or that. Okay, this one, yeah. So I'm gonna just put this or that. All right, hold on. Okay, so then we have Ha-Zah. All right, Ha-Zah. So Ha as a preposition means the. So you're basically saying the this, right? In the Bible, that's used to say these. All right, these or like this is, right? Or let me see how it's translated here, right? This, right? So kind of the same thing, right? So this, in some contexts, is these, but in this, in what we're doing now, it's going to be this, right? And then we have Yawam Hakaparium. All right, Yawam Hakaparium. So the first we have is Yawam. You can tell me what Yawam means.
Day.
Day. All right, perfect. So Yawam means day. Okay, and then Kaparium, the root here is kapar. All right, I think this is a word we went over not too long ago. Does anybody know what the word kapar means?
To cover, or I think the context, you said it could also be to atone or atone.
That's correct, right? To cover or to atone, meaning to cover something, to nullify something, like to atone for somebody's sins. Meaning it's being covered, right? Like say you have a bill to pay, and someone goes, "I'm gonna cover your bill." You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of thing, right? Kapar means to cover or to atone in the context we're talking about. So Yawam Kaparium, you can tell me what that means. You can have a go.
Is that the phrase, Day of Atonement?
That is the phrase, Day of Atonement. All right, the water. Okay, Day of Atonement. All right, Most High Christ. Also, shalom to, let me see. Just checking out these comments, right, as we come in. So we got to Zapwan, Yabashim Shalikta. All right, to George Sanders, today is not the Day of Atonement, not today. The Day of Atonement is going to be next Tuesday. All right, so from next Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, that's going to be the Day of Atonement. All right, that is the 10th day of the 7th month. All right, so the 10th day of the 7th month, which started on the 21st of September at sundown. Okay, so the 10th day is Tuesday sundown. All right, and that's when you will fast. So you'll have no food or no water from Tuesday sundown to Wednesday Thursdown. All right. Again, don't go around, don't be starving your children, or don't starve your pregnant wife or somebody on medication. Don't mess up your health trying to keep the Day of Atonement. There are some exemptions you can get. You know what I'm saying? You don't, You don't need to force your children not to eat. Now, if they're of an appropriate age where they understand the Day of Atonement, they understand why they're keeping it. It's to exercise that muscle of discipline. Then they can keep it. That's to your discretion, right? But, you know, some 5-year-old kid, you don't have to starve them and stop them from eating or drinking any water for a whole day. You know what I'm saying? They'll just grow to resent you. Or like in some fake Israelite group, you know what I'm saying, they might end up unaliving their child from malnutrition. Like I don't know if y'all heard about that story about some fake Israelite group in the UK. There was some guy that unalived his son and buried him in the backyard because he basically starved him. He died from like malnutrition. If you in some fake Israelite group, Lord be with you. But don't starve your children in the ISUPK. All right? That's not something we do. All right. Let me take this. Good night. My phone is bugging out. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me take the comment off. All right, select here. Back in. All right, let's get back here. All right, so Yom Kippurium is Day of Atonement. Okay. Then we have Hawa'ah. All right, Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah means he or it. Right, so that would be like it is. Then you have Makwara'ah. You can tell me what Makwara'ah means. And then Qadash. Anybody?
I can't remember at the moment.
No sweat. Young man, do you remember what Makwara'ah means?
La, sir.
No sweat. I'll give you a hint. So it comes from the word Kwara'ah, which means to proclaim, to announce. All right. The word Makwara'ah means convocation. So what comes from that announcement? All right. What comes from you announcing something or proclaiming something is typically, like, say you proclaim the Day of Atonement is next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? The 30th of September from sundown to sundown. From that comes a gathering, right? Comes a convocation. You proclaim the Passover is on this day in April or in March. From that comes a gathering. You know what I'm saying? So Makwara'ah means convocation, right? Which means gathering. Okay. Then you have Qadash, which means what?
Holy.
Holy. All right. Qadash means holy. Okay. Let me take myself. I have another thing. Yeah, take this down. Okay, cool. All right. Qadash means holy or set apart. Okay, so we have Hawa'ah, Makwara'ah, Qadash. So Makwara'ah, Qadash. So you can translate this phrase for me. All right, so you got Hawa'ah. Oh, go ahead.
A holy convocation, a holy gathering.
Correct. So Makwara'ah, Qadash means holy convocation. But what would be the Hawa'ah part? So Hawa'ah, Makwara'ah, Qadash.
It is a holy convocation.
It is a holy convocation. Exactly. Right? So the Hawa'ah means it. Right? So it, there's no Hebrew word for is, but it's just implied. It is a holy convocation. Okay? All right, Most High in Christ. Then you got Yahaya. All right, so the root word here is Haya, which you can tell me what Haya means.
To be.
To be. Okay, haya means to be, or okay, to be or become. Okay, so haya would either be he will be or it will be. All right, so the ya, similar to hawa'a, or like wa at the end of a word, can be he or it, right? So it will be. Okay. We get. All right, just make sure everything's still well. All right, it will be. Then you have lakam. All right, so let me see if kam is like a definition here. Yeah, I don't think it don't have a H number specifically. All right, but you can tell me what lakam would mean.
To you.
To you, right? Now, is that singular or is that plural?
Plural.
Plural, right? So lakam is basically to you all, right? Unto you, speaking to a multitude of people. So unto the children of Israel, right? So lakam means unto you or to you or unto you, and then to specify in the plural sense. Okay. All right. Then we got wa'aina yatham. All right. Wa'aina yatham. The root word here, I believe this is aina. Hold on. Yeah, aina. Okay. Put my caps lock on. Aina. All right. The word aina, we go into it, means to humble oneself, to be afflicted. All right. To afflict, to oppress, to humble. All right. In this context, what we're talking about is to afflict. All right. To afflict or to humble. Let me put that. Okay. So in the phrase, we got wa aina yatham. All right. I should put this. I have to skip a line. What should I do? Let me do it this way. No. Okay. I'm going to do this. All right. So wa aina yatham. Then we have ath, which is a word that doesn't have a definition, but it lets you know what the verb applies to. Then we have napashath yakam. All right, the root word here is the word napash. Does anybody know what the word napash means?
La'asr.
Okay, young man. Is he still? We're still on the stream. Or he might have dropped off. I'm trying to get. If he has dropped off, I'm trying to get him back up. Kyla, is the young man still on the screen or?
Not on the screen, no.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I do have the word though when you're ready.
Okay, so just on. All right, he gonna come back on. All right. For some reason, everything just keeps dropping. The connection is afflicting my soul right now. Good night. It's too early. All right, wait till Tuesday. Good night. Maybe not wait till Tuesday. I'll be in a different country. I don't need that affliction. All right, hold on. Turn this down. Okay. All right, so next Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown. Okay, that's correct. So next Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, that's when the fasting, that's when we observe the fasting. All right. Why is hold on. All right, get the Yama back in Slack here. All right, it's all type of technical issues today. Like, man, this phone is just being debated by existing right now. Hey, Kyla, do me a favor. Grab my other phone for me. All right, let me just leave with this phone. All right, select here. Okay, so Napash. All right, the word Napash means, it's like a young man. Do you know the word? I think Kyla had it.
La'a, sir.
La'a? All right, no sweat. All right, I think Kyla had it, but for time's sake, we'll just give it, right? So the word Napash means soul, right? Like the soul of somebody, or could refer to just generally an individual by implication, right? Like to afflict your soul is to afflict yourself, right? Or you know, the yeah, if you was to refer to the word soul, can be referred to like a person, right? So in some cases it's like personal, individual, but the word Napash means soul. Okay. So then when you have the phrase wa the water. Let's do it this way. The water. Let's plug this in right here. All right. So what I Nayashath, what's like what I Nayath Dam, right? And then we have Ath Napashathikam, right? I don't know if I'm going to fit this whole thing now. All right, Ath Napashath Yakam. Okay, I might need to extend this. No, I could just leave it like that, right? So Wa Ainayatham Ath Napashikam. Who wants to have a go at translating that phrase?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And you shall afflict your souls.
Exactly. Right? And you shall afflict your souls. Or this am at the end right here would be kind of like, hold on. I'm trying to see if the yatham would be you. Yeah, kind of. All right, so and you, as you said, and you shall afflict your souls. Right? Again, it's using that that kam at the end, which is the plural. Right? So the nation of Israel, who he's talking to, right? And you shall afflict your souls. Okay, no sign of Christ. All right, then we have Waha. So we right here. So Waha Kwarabatham. All right, the root here is Kwarab, which means to offer. Right? Then you have Ashar. Who knows what Ashar means? Of course, you have Yahweh, but put it again. No, let's take it off. All right, who can tell me what Ashar means? Let me get this up now.
I can't remember at the moment.
No sweat. All right, the word La. Okay, no sweat. The word Ashar means fire. Okay, so fire, right? So where it has Waha Kwarabatham. Let me get that. Waha.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Is there a word Ashar? Because I keep thinking that's fire.
That's correct. There is a word Ashar, but the word Ashar means witch. All right, the word Ashar is a Ashar, and a Ra. That word means witch. But Ashar, with a ha at the end, is fire.
I get those two mixed up.
No sweat. No sweat. So Waha Kwarabatham, Ashar. Shah means, and you shall offer an offering made right, made with fire, basically, right? Like a burnt offering, or made with, or how is it translated here? Made by fire. All right, so an offering made by fire. Okay, and then La Yahweh, of course, we all know means to the Lord. So let me just even throw that in right here. So La Yahweh, you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord. Okay, so that's what we do. So in the Day of Atonement, it's a holy convocation. You know what I'm saying? We come together and we gather and we afflict our souls, right? As a nation, we all afflict our soul. Like it's a day where as a people, like now you can fast on any day. On any day of the year, you can train, well, aside from like the Passover where you have to eat lamb and unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? Aside from those, those days where you have to eat something, right? You can, fast however often you want to do. You could do once a week. You could do once a month. You could do once every 2 weeks. You could do every couple hours, like the intermittent fasting people be doing, and all that type of thing, right? But there is one day when the whole nation of Israel is required to fast. Right? There was one day. That day is the Day of Atonement. You're required to fast at least once a year. Of course, unless you're a child or something, unless you have some medical necessity and so on and so forth, right? There's one day you're required to exercise that muscle. Okay? And then once we're done fasting, we all come together. That's the holy convocation. And then we break our fast. We eat. We offer an offering made by fire to the Lord. And we have a good old time at the school, get down, play all types of music, all type of Benjamin music, some Judite music, you know what I'm saying? If I have my way, you know what I'm saying? And we just get down. You feel what I'm saying? We gather together and we come together in joy. You know what I'm saying? We all get the day off work. Like again, the oppressor has his bank holidays or national holidays, it's called in America, right? National holidays where everyone gets the day off work to celebrate some foolishness like the 4th of July or what's some American holiday? Thanksgiving. Everyone gets the day off to go gorge on turkey and celebrate the unaliving of the genocide of Native Indians. I mean, good night. That's his high holy days. We have high holy days which celebrate our victory. I suppose that celebrates his victory, but that's not something that we should be a part of. That's our celebrating his holidays, which is what, holidays comes from the term holy day. You feel what I'm saying? That's his holy days. He celebrates his victories and his triumphs over us. We should not be a part of 4th of July or Thanksgiving or any of our oppressors' holidays, Christmas, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We have our own, holy days. We have our own holy convocations. And these are convocations, not just to ourselves, but to the Lord. All right? So that's verse 27. And there's a couple more verses. I'm not sure if we'll have time to read through all of them, but we're going to read through as much as we can. All right, so verse 28. All right, wakal, mala'akah. All right, so let's get that. So we have kal as a root word. So we all know what this word means by now. You can tell me.
All.
All. All right, excellent. So all or every. All right, and then who could tell me what mala'akah means? All right, for time.
Work.
Work. All right, Most High Christ. Mala'akah means work or like your occupation. All right. So kal, mala'akah. Then we have la'ah, which means what?
No or not.
No or not. All right. Then we have fa'aishawa, right, which comes from the root word aisha, which means, you can tell me.
Servant.
Nope, that's ibadah.
Salaki would be never mind. I digress.
You might have had it.
I digress. I know it's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say month, but we already did that, so that's not.
Okay, not month. The word Aisha is a verb. It's a doing word.
To do or to make.
It's damn near the doing word. To do, right? Aisha is just the general word meaning to do or to make, right? Like some words, Aisha is used like to make food or to make a cake, right? You don't do a cake. That's not how we would say it. So we translate it as to do or to make, right? So the next phrase we have is wakal. What should I do? I should do it on this one. All right, so wakal. It's like the dash wakal mala'aka. What's like mala'aka. Then la'a da aishawa. Let me put this in the one above it. It's not 2 lines. All right, wakal mala'aka la'a fa aishawa. All right, meaning what?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure how you would put all in there, but
You could use the word any.
Salakia.
I know it's like,
hold on, yeah, man.
Like to do no work or
yeah, you got it.
There shall be no work or
not necessarily there shall be no work, but it is what it's saying. But it's like with the la'ah for Aisha means what? If Aisha means to do, fa Aisha means like thou shalt do it, right? So la'ah for Aisha means what?
You shall do no work?
It means thou shalt not do it, right? So yeah, right? La'ah for Aisha itself just means thou shalt not do. Okay, so then when you have wakal mala'aka, that's like and all work thou shalt not do, right? So we would like then translate that into how the way we'd say it, and you shall not do any work, right? So I could do either way. I could do the way it's transliterated or the way it's translated, right? So the way it's transliterated would be and all work thou shalt not do, right? Instead of doing the way I translate it, I'm gonna do and thou shalt not do any work. All right. Basically, you shouldn't do any work, any job, any occupation. You know what I'm saying? This is a day you get off from work. Again, like the oppressors' bank holidays or national holidays. This is a day everybody gets the day off work, so they can just focus on fasting. Imagine you trying to fast and not eat and not drink, and then you slaving damn near, you in a warehouse trying to work 8 hours lifting boxes and doing all that type of thing. You're going to, you might unalive yourself. All right, don't do it. Get the day off work and focus on afflicting your soul. You have enough to worry about in that day. I mean, good night. Your stomach gonna be fighting you. You don't need the oppressor on your back. You know what I'm saying? Afflicting your soul even further. All right, if you're forced to work on that day, Lord be with you. So lucky, I feel bad. All right, but this is a day we would all get the day off work, right? We would afflict our souls. Okay,
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Does this verse say servile work or just says work?
This just says work.
The verses that do say servile work, do they all mean the same thing? Because like you could be working, but like what if you're not getting paid to work? Is it referring to like all work, whether you're getting paid for it or not, whether it's
so the servile work is when you're serving somebody. All right, it's where you're you're working for somebody. In this verse, it's all work. So any job or any occupation, you can't do it. So even if you're working for yourself, perhaps, you can't do any work on this day. All right, this day, everybody is off every type of work. You feel what I'm saying? So this day is not just servile work. It's like all occupations.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And this is next Tuesday, not the one coming up.
This is the Tuesday coming up. All right, so this in about what, 5 days? Let me see my little calendar. Right? Yeah, this is Tuesday the 30th, from sundown to sundown the following day. All right, so from Tuesday through to Wednesday sundown. All right, so once the sun goes down on Tuesday, put down the fork, put down the glass with whatever drink you got in it, put it in the fridge for the next day. I don't know. But put down the fork. You can't eat or you can't drink for 24 hours. All right. Okay, so so that's that. So then we have Ba'itazam. All right, Ba'itazam. So the root here is what? Itazam. All right, let's get it. Itazam. Then we have Hayawam, the root being Yawam. I think we got that earlier. Hazar. Okay, hold on. Ba'itazam. I think this is, I guess, related to this, probably in the first phrase, right? So basically in the same day, right? So Ba'itazam. Itazam is a word. Let's go into it. Biblical usage, bone, essence, self, okay, substance. Let's see. Self same. Okay. All right, so self same, meaning you're extending something onto that day, right? It says bone, substance, or self. In the context of what we talking about now is going to be in the self same day, right? So I think like how's it done in the English, right? Shall do no work in that same day, right? Okay, so let me just add this. Really add this onto the end, right? Ba, so it would be ba itazam, or I'll do the next line. Ba itazam ha yawam, in that same day. Okay, and then we have hazar, which we already have, is like this or that. We have kaya. Let's get this word down. All right, you can tell me what kaya means.
La, sir.
No sweat. Okay, kaya is a word which means for or because. For or because. All right.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
And that's a root word?
Yes.
Salakia, isn't there a preposition preposition for?
Yes. So the preposition for would be la, but it's kind of in a different context. The for in this case is more like the old English, like for, he laid down for he was tired that day, right? It's more in the context of because, which is why I've put because there. The for, that's the preposition, which is la, is like I wrote a letter for the young man. You feel what I'm saying? It's a different context.
Sir, I understand.
So this kaya would be more like the because, right? Then you have yawam kaparium. So basically, for hazar would be like the self same day, like this same day. Kaya yawam kaparium hawa'a. Yeah. Okay. So kaya yawam kaparium. It's like kaparium Hawa'ah is basically for it is the Day of Atonement. Okay. Then you have Lakapar, which would be to atone or to make an atonement. Al Yakam is for yourselves or upon yourselves, right? Or to like how kapar means to cover or to make atonement, to be to cover over you or to cover your sins, right? To make atonement. Okay, so this is like as well, like if there's anything that you've done throughout the year that you've done ignorantly, you might not have known you've sinned. This day atones for anything, right? This day atones for anything you might have done ignorantly, or atones for anybody you might have, for any sin you might have done without knowledge. This day is to atone for that, right? And again, you're building up that discipline, so you'll be better for the next year. Right? You'll be better going forward. I shouldn't say for the next year as if it's this ain't no like New Year's resolution. Right? This is real life. You're just better going forward. All right. So kapar, no, I've already done that. So what am I doing right here? La kapar al yakam. All right, let me just do here. All right, la kapar al yakam. All right, so to make atonement, to make an atonement for yourselves, for you. Let's see, this is here. Yeah, for you, let's leave it there. Right? So like it's like to make an atonement upon you, right? Or to cover you so that you're covered, right? Then you have La Panya. So let me get Panya down. All right. And we have Yahweh already. Alahayakam. Alahayakam is a word which means power or God. Okay, who could tell me what Panya means?
Come, sir. It means face.
Face, right? Panya means face. It could be to face, or it could be before, as in before the face of somebody, as in front of them. All right. So we have La Panya. La Panya. It's like a Yahweh. Alahayakam. Alahayakam. All right. So for the face. Yeah. This describes it as before the Lord your God. All right. So before the Lord your God, right? Your power. Okay. Most High Christ. All right. Let me see right here. Where are we up to? 8:17. Okay. All right, let's carry on. Next, I have some once we finish doing this, which we'll probably read, we'll see what time we are. I think we're gonna go to the vocabulary about 8:30. All right, so I have some phrases that I want you to what's the word? So like, I'm losing my train of thought. I have some phrases I want y'all to try and translate or write in the Hebrew based on what we've learned. All right, so let's get a few more. I'll probably get this last verse. Yeah, I'll get this last verse. All right, so kaya, we already have that. It's before or because. We have kal, hanapash. So we have all these words, right? So who could tell me? Kaya, kal, napash, kal hanapash, like here. Kal, hanapash. Who could tell me what this phrase would mean?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
For all the souls or for all the people?
Kind of, right? So for all the souls, or for this kal word, you could do, I'm gonna add another way you could say kal, right? All, every, or any, right? Anything in this category, right? So for any soul, right? So that would be how this, let me even see how it's translated here, right? So for any, the hanapash is like it's singular, right? So it's not necessarily for all souls, although that is basically what it's saying. It's for any soul, right? Or whatsoever soul, yeah, basically, right? So for any soul, and the for as in because, right? For any soul, okay, then we have ashar. This is the word Carla mentioned earlier, right? Ashar is a word which means what? Which, exactly. All right, which we have tha aina, right? Aina is again to afflict. So we have actually slakia la'a tha aina, and we have ba itazam. That's something else, right? So la'a, this is where we ran out of root words and we now just onto the phrases. Right? So la'a tha aina, tha aina, which means shall not afflict, or like who shall not afflict, right? Yeah, or it says right here, be afflicted, right? So he should not afflict, or should not afflict himself, or should not be afflicted, right? We can work with that. Then we have ba itazam, hayawam, hazar, so in the self same day. That's what this phrase is here, right? So ba itazam, it's like up here. I should add this hazar, right? In the self same day, right? So we already have that, so I don't need to write it down again. We have wa na karatha, right? So this comes from the word karath, right? The root word karath. Let me see if I can go into the karath here, which means to cut. All right, like our captain in the UK, Captain Karathia. His name means executioner, meaning somebody who cuts the heads of people. It's like, all right, so the word karath means to cut or to cut off a body part, right? That's why the word karathia would be like an executioner. He will, cut off a body part. Oftentimes the head, maybe a hand if you get caught stealing. You feel what I'm saying? So karath means to cut or cut off. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. What else we got? All right, I'm yeah. All right, so hold on, let's get I'm here. All right, so I'm is a word. Does anyone know what the word I'm means?
People.
All right, no sign of Christ. All right, the word I means people, as in like a nation, right? So wa na karatha, I'm yeah, is I'm yeah, huh? I'm yeah. Okay, this phrase means, all right, so it's like the wa. I'm trying to basically how to define the wa, because wa can mean like and, or it's basically a continuation, basically a continuation from what's being said. So it's usually and, it can be sometimes therefore, right? So it would probably be like more the shall therefore be cut off from among his people. I'm gonna just put shall, or he shall. Yeah, that's fine. He shall be cut off from his people, or from among his people. His people. It's the world. All right. He shall be cut off from among his people. Okay. So Most High Christ. So that's what we went through today. All these root words to do with the Day of Atonement. And obviously there's some more verses. So I can read on. I'll read in the English, but for time's sake, I won't go through translating everything. So we have, what verse we end at? All right. So basically, if you don't fast that day, you would be cut off from among your people. And verse 30, and whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same will I destroy from among his people. So this is serious. Like when the Lord tells you to get the day off, get the day off. Now we understand you in your captivity. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to control when you have to, slave. But if you can get that day off, get that day off. You know what I'm saying? If you was voluntarily working, the Most High would cut your soul off from among your people. Just destroy, just destroy you from among your people. So get that day off and make sure that if you're, of those that aren't exempt, make sure you're fasting in that day. All right, this is serious business. The Most High don't play. So I wouldn't tempt him. All right. And then we have, ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. All right. I actually want to let me see if I can get this verse. I do want to get this verse.
Salakia, sir.
Say again.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Would schooling be considered servile work?
You said would schooling?
Yeah.
As in like doing schoolwork?
Doing schoolwork, doing a test.
I don't think so, because you're not getting paid or anything like that to do schoolwork. That's even like something you do kind of when you have free time. So that would make sense to do. Or like basically doing schoolwork is like another form of studying. So you're just studying, right? So I wouldn't say so. I would clarify with your camp leader, but I wouldn't imagine that would be counted as work. Although they call it schoolwork, it's really just you're studying. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like an occupation. But for clarification, you can always contact your camp leader. All right, just to be sure. Okay. I wanted to get this verse. There's a phrase I want out of here. All right, kakwath, which the root here is kakwa. All right, kakwa. All right, which comes from kak, which means statute. All right, kakwa means the same thing. All right, so let me get this here. Kakwa. Statute. No, statute. Then we have the word iwalam. Does anyone know what the word iwalam means?
La, sir.
La. Okay. The word iwalam means forever or for a very long time. Right? So forever, if I go into it, it's like basically for a time that you can't fathom. Right? So iwalam, it comes from the word ilam, which means hidden. Basically in a future that's hidden from you. You can't see it. Right? Long duration, forever, everlasting, evermore, always. Basically, as far as you're aware, it's going to be forever. As far as you can see.
Salakia.
You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I know what it means.
Go ahead.
Elam.
God, well, I believe the that is correct. Like Elam's name, right? Now let me actually quickly get that. Elam's name, it comes from that same word, Ilam. Let me actually quickly look that up. I think I will I remember doing that. Let me get this real quick. I think Elam has a slightly different meaning. All right, Ha'Ilam, that's not the one. Ayalam. I think it's Ayalam. It's Elam. All right, Ayalam, which comes from the same word, right? Ilam, which means to hide, right? Elam, it kind of has the same meaning, right? It means it's hidden right here. Elam, eternity, right? So yeah, it's that same kind of meaning, right? But yeah, Elam would be Ayalam. The word forever or everlasting or always is Iwalam, right? So I'm gonna do it as forever or a long duration. Like sometimes when the Bible says forever, it doesn't actually mean like for infinity, like you know, like genuinely forever, right? It can sometimes mean basically like as far as you can see, like where it says like Sodom and Gomorrah will burn forever. For those people there, it was burning forever. It was burning for the rest of their life, which wasn't very much long after it starts burning. You feel what I'm saying? But it burned for a very long time. All right, so that's what I will can mean as well. All right, again, when it comes to Israelites, we're not always so literal. All right, we're a very metaphorical people. The way we speak has flavor. You feel what I'm saying? All right, then we have La Darath Yekam, the root here is Darath, which means a generation, right? The generation or a period comes from, hold on. La Darath Yekam, it comes from the war, it says. All right, the war, which is a generation. I thought the root was Darash. I stand corrected. Darath, I mean to say. All right, so comes from the word. I think this would actually be then, it's probably Dar. All right, and then because it says the war here, but I know the oppressor just added was and all those stuff for punctuation. See right here, the war or shortened Dar. Let me see what's over here from this. Okay, I'm gonna put Dar, which even makes sense in the Darath, right? So Dar is a word which means a generation, right? Or a period of time, a generation or an age, period, age. I'm gonna put age or generation. Okay, so it could be like, for example, the Iron Age or the Bronze Age or whatever. It's like a certain period of time or like a generation, like generation after generation. Like they'll say in today's time, millennials, Gen Z, Gen X, or whatever. I don't know all the generations, but like that, right? Then we have, all right, so Dar and then Darathika. All right, so let's get this here, right? So we got two phrases. Hold on, Naka. What's the A here? All right, so we got Kakwath. So Ka. Kwath. Iwalam. Right? You could tell me what Kakwath Iwalam means.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
A statute forever.
A statute forever, or like it's a statute forever, right? Okay, and then we have La Darathikam. You can tell me what that means.
For your generations.
Exactly, for your generations. Or even, let me get this last part, I might as well. It says Bakal, Mashabath Yakam. All right, so Bakal, you know, Kal means every. Let's get the word Shabbath. All right, Shabbath or Mawashab. Yeah, it's like Mawashab, or comes from Yashab, which is a seat or to sit, like Yashabium. All right, so I'm even thinking this word will likely be pronounced just Mashab, but yeah, Mashab right here. As soon as I can see that I can get rid of that wa, I take every chance I can get, because that oppressor just threw in a curveball in our whole language, and it irks my soul when I'm not sure whether that y is really there. So like, all right, so Mashab. I even read this. It's like I even read it in the thing. All right, Mashab. Okay, Mashab is a dwelling. All right, coming from the word Yashab, which means to sit, to take a seat. You feel what I'm saying? Somewhere you sit, somewhere you rest is a dwelling. All right, so then we have Bakal. Bakal, and then Mawashabath. It's like not even Mawashabath. Oh wait, that oppressor. So like Mashabath Yakam. Yakam. All right, Mashabath Yakam. You can tell me what this would mean.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
In all your dwellings.
In all your dwellings, exactly. All right, Bakal Mashabath Yakam, in all your dwellings. All right, and then let me read this last verse. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month of even, from even to even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Okay, so those are the verses going over the Day of Atonement. All right, so Most High in Christ. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna find, based on the above, I want you to find these following phrases. Okay, Day of Atonement, afflict your souls, a statute forever, throughout your generations, and offer an offering made by fire. Okay, so from the above, I want you to find those phrases. Now, if you'd like me to, I don't know if you've been making notes previously, I can stay like on this page, or if you want to note these 5 sentences down, and then I can show you from the notes earlier. Yo, just let me know what you need me to do. Okay. 1 second.
I would need to see the notes we took during class if possible.
No sweat. All right, so just if we could get these 5 sentences written down in the English, just so you know what it is you'll be looking for, and then I'll scroll up to show you the notes we took during the class. Okay, I can full screen it from this point. Okay, so once you get those 5 sentences written down, if you let me know, and then I'll pull up the notes. And what I'd like you to do is write it in the Hebrew letters. Okay, so write out the phrase in the Hebrew letters with the connectors and all that. All right. Hold on 1 second.
Salakia, sir. I'm trying to find a sheet of paper. I don't have my notebook with me.
You said you're trying to find the sheet paper to what?
To write down the answers, but I don't have my
Okay.
notebook.
Okay, you don't have a sheet of paper to hand?
I just been writing everything in my notes in my phone.
Okay, no sweat. No sweat. That's to work.
I'll see if I'm gonna try to look for a piece of paper though, because I want to be a part of this class.
Okay, come on. Can't, no sweat. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can get this. Let me check the comments too. Okay. So we're looking for the following 5 phrases. Kyla, do you have those 5 phrases written down?
Kind, sir.
Okay. Let's scroll up. So I think that should have pretty much all of them. You might need to zoom in on the screen. I know the text might be small, so if you do need to zoom in on the screen, you can be able to do so. Or if you need me to scroll at any point,
Can I quickly get the word for generations? It's being blocked by that.
All right, so generations is Dorathiacam.
No,
sweat. Can I move this around? Or is this like I can. Let me move this out of the way. Or like up here or something. That'll work. It's the first time I've tried to move that thing. I could have been done that. It'd be annoying. All right. So while y'all are working on those, just let me know. I'm pretty much already set up for the second half of the class, the second part of the class. We'll just do a few minutes going through the vocabulary. It's already 8:40, so we won't spend too long on it.
Salaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's taking the notes, but I don't see
Go
the
ahead.
question. I was looking for a piece of paper during the questions, so I don't see them.
Okay. No sweat. Let me bring it back down. All right, the following phrases, you can write out these phrases as soon as you can, and then I can put it back on the earlier notes.
Afflict your souls. Afflict your souls. Be. Afflict your souls. Afflict statue. Throughout all your generations. Throughout all your generations. Lot. Salaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Where it says throughout Salaki. Where it says throughout your generations.
Yep.
I see Ladarat Yakam.
Yeah. That would be the one. So in the verse, it's translated as throughout your generations. Baladaratikan would more mean for your generations, but it would be the same thing. So that is the phrase you're looking for.
Concert. The water.
The underbar. So I can even correct it here. So I put it based on what is translated as in the verse. Okay. And then do you have those 5 phrases written down in English? Yeah, man, that's to you.
Concert, I have it now. You too.
Okay. I know, sweat. And then go back up, show the notes. Let's see. See if I can get on this phone to check the comments. All right. So let me know once you finished once you finished writing them. We could do it one by one. So if anyone's finished writing down the first one, let me know, and then we'll check it.
2 hours on the first one, sir.
Okay, Mosiah in Christ. Let me see if there's a way. You know what I might have to do? I have to stop sharing my screen and then reshare it so I can still see. Instead of sharing the whole screen, I could just share that tab. One second. Bada bing, bada boom. This one here. Okay. And then let me do it this way. All right, that'll work. Okay, so that way I can see your screen also. So if you want to show me if you have the first phrase, what was the first phrase?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be Yawam Kaparium?
Yawam Kaparium, which means what?
Day of Atonement.
Day of Atonement, Most High Christ. Do you have that written down in the Hebrew?
Khan Adawan.
Okay, if you can show me on your screen. All right, so Yawam Kaparium. Okay, I see you put it in the Assyrian. Do you also have it in the ancient, or you just put it in the Assyrian?
Just the Assyrian is harder. I can do it in the ancient.
Okay. Okay, no sweat. I think for this one, what I'd probably prefer is just doing the ancient Hebrew going forward. If you've done the Assyrian already, that's no sweat. That's Torah. But we'll do it based off the ancient Hebrew letters.
Khan Adawan. Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Okay, let me put this up. All right, so Yawam Kaparium. Okay, the Ya on Kaparium, I think you put a Wa. Aside from that, that's perfect. But the Ya there would be this Ya here. You've put it as a Wa. Mm-hmm. Mosiah in Christ. Okay, Kyla, do you have the second phrase?
I was gonna do that one last because I don't know if I need. what I needed and what I didn't need.
Okay, I think you can just cut off the wa.
Okay.
Cut off the wa.
Statue forever.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next phrase. So I'm gonna give you the next phrase, then Kyla, which is the third one.
A statue forever.
That's yeah. So what would it be in the Hebrew? And then show me the what you've written down.
Kakwath Iwalam.
Mosan Christ. Kakwath Iwalam. Let me see. Alright, so Kakwath Iwalam. Mosan Christ. Perfect. Alright. Okay. For some
I do have a question. With those words that have like that end in thumb with the apostrophe, it's still like it's still a tha and a ma, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. You just join them. Okay. All right, so let me see. So we have the second and the fourth phrase. I'm gonna give you time to write the fourth phrase down. It's like the second phrase, Kyla. The young man, could you get me the fourth phrase?
Fourth phrase made by fire. So
which is what? Throughout your generations.
Oh, concert. That would be Ladarati Yakam.
Mosan Christ. And then have you written it down in the Hebrew?
Just the ancient. I'm gonna write it down right now.
No sweat. No sweat. All right. Kyla, once you finish the second phrase, let me know. Young man, once you finish the fourth, let me know. And then I'll give the fifth over to Kyla. Okay.
Salakia. Okay. The second one, correct?
Okay.
Afflict your souls. Aina Yatham. Ath Napashathyakam.
Well, that's correct. All right. Show me. So you got raise it up a little bit, just a tiny bit. Yeah. Aina Yatham Ath Napashathyakam. Mosai in Christ. That's perfect. What you would also do is just put a little dash in between Ath and Napashathyakam. All right. So it's kind of joined together or hyphenated. Okay. The water. Young man, have you finished writing down the fourth one in the Hebrew?
Can't another one.
Okay. You can show me. Mosai Christ. So La Darathyakam. And then in the Assyrian, La Darathyakam. Mosai Christ. Perfect. All right, that's perfect in both Hebrews. And then the last one. So Kyla, have you managed to write the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how would we say the last one in Hebrew?
Korabatham.
Nice and loud.
Korabatham.
Mm-hmm.
Asha.
Exactly. Most High in Christ. All right. So Korabatham, Asha. Right. So if you could raise it up a little bit, Most High in Christ. Korabatham, Asha. Perfect. All right. That's right. So Korabatham will be to offering. Right. So all that offering is just within Korabatham, and the Asha lets you know it's from fire, like a burnt offering. Right, so made by fire, replied by that Asha. All right, so that is perfect. So we are now at 8:54. I was gonna go through the 5-7 verses, but I think we a little up on the time. Let me see if I can. Nah, I think. I mean, the whole class we've kind of been going through vocabulary, so I think we tawab. I mean, we should be tawab. I want to keep y'all longer. With that, let's see. I'm gonna pass the class over to the young man. If you could close out with the salute for us, Baba Kushar.
Khan Adawan, you men of Israel, we're going to give a courteous salute to the teacher. You men of Israel, Al-Mariam. Al-Mariam Shabbat. Al-Mariam Barak. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Barakatah.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Barakatham.
Yad Yamata. We're going to give a courteous salute to the sisters. Sisters, please stand. Ad-Mariam, Salakia. Ad-Mariam Shabbat. Ad-Mariam Barak.
Yahweh Shema Alathah Bahashim Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashim Yahushai.
Yad Yamata. Class dismissed.
That's fine, Christ. All right, so while y'all for tuning in, so again, don't forget, next Tuesday, sundown to sundown, the Day of Atonement. Don't eat or drink anything for 24 hours. All right, then there'll be a Sabbath on that day. So before the sun goes down, there'll be a Sabbath service where we all gather together, you know what I'm saying, at the school. And then once the sun goes down, we break our fast together as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. All right, with that, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. And Yahweh Shema Alathan Hashem Yahushai.
Salakia, sir, before you go. I know Masham Kaz, what's your name? I wanted to ask, like, what does your name mean? Both of you, if I may ask.
My name. Okay, so my name, Ra'ah Ban. Ra'ah comes from the word behold or look. And then Ban is son. So my name, which is the Hebrew name for Reuben, it means behold a son. And then Kayala, you want me to break down your name or you want to break it down, Kayala?
You can go ahead.
Okay, Kayala, it comes from the word Kayal, which means virtue, right? Virtue meaning, a lot of times people think virtue means like a kind and polite woman. Virtue means skill, right? So Kayal is like the masculine way of saying a skillful warrior or a man that has talent. And Kayala is feminizing it. So Kayala means virtuous in the feminine.
The water, sir.
No sweat, I am the bar. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.